We're going to head back over to Europe, where Francine has a story about royal families.
Well, Margaret, here in London, we love to criticize them, but we love to talk about them. The lifestyle of Europe's royalty has come under scrutiny as taxpayers across the globe have shelled out billions to pay bank bailouts. And in the UK, they've also eaten millions in expenses for members of parliament. Paul George reports on why monarchies may need to tighten their belts.
They enjoy a gilded existence and a lavish lifestyle, one which cost each man, woman and child in the UK 69 pence last year. Not much, but at 5% more than 2007, it was the most expensive in history. And it came just as the credit crisis crunched and the public finances moved from prosperity to austerity.
Just down the road from here in 1649, the executioner's axe fell on the neck of Charles I. Now, nobody is suggesting regicide these days, but couldn't we just, well, cut the top off costs a little?
I think many people do love the royal family, and I think many people see the immediate royal family as a legitimate expense. Unfortunately, some members of the royal family are very profligate with taxpayers' money, and we simply don't know what our money's going on. So what we need from the royals is more transparency so that taxpayers can go online, see how their money's being spent, and decide for themselves if they're getting value for that money, and which members of the royal family might need a slap across the wrist.
The British royal family is the most expensive in Europe, but the Dutch royal family is reckoned to be second, with 4 official residences and 350 staff. And, let's face it, they aren't the reason tourists go to Amsterdam.
Tourists want to know that there's someone living in that building. At the moment, she's not in because it's the Union Jack. We won't tell them that. But yes, they are a big pool. They're the consistency in terms of tourism coming to the UK.
In Spain, glamour reigns, but it doesn't come cheap. Princess Letizia has a choice of 8 palaces in which to keep her collection of Armani and Gucci clothes and Jimmy Choo shoes. The older generation does do cheap. Queen Sophia has been known to travel Ryanair. The Belgian royals may be forced to fly discount. Lawmakers want to cut the family's €12 million a year. They have 11 residences, 3 of them abroad. Meanwhile, in Britain, the Queen is asking for a raise and will probably get it. She is the Queen after all.
But the parliamentary axes are out. Now, while the kings and queens of Europe will probably be all right, it's highly unlikely that the dukes and duchesses, the earls and countesses, will escape entirely unscathed. Paul George, Bloomberg News.
Oh, the tough times for the royals. Well, we're almost at the end of our show, but coming up tomorrow, we have plenty. 2 of Europe's biggest oil companies report earnings, including the biggest of the lot, Shell, and we continue looking at Spanish companies. We'll tell you how the recession crashed Ferrovial's plans to become the world's biggest builder. I'll be back again tomorrow at 4 p.m. London time. That's 11 a.m. in New York. Margaret.
Thanks so much, Fran.